Hello again, welcome to today's attempt of a Yeardle puzzle. 3 more events that took place in the same year, and I'm going to try and guess what year that was. And I'm going to really embarrass myself today, I think. The Crimean War ended. I really should know roughly when that was, so I shouldn't need the second or third clues at all. But I don't know exactly when it was, and that's very annoying. I think the Crimean War was the one with Florence Nightingale, wasn't it? The lady with the lamp? So, do I know when Florence Nightingale was around? I mean, the second and third clues, they mention the United States, so obviously we're talking the last couple of 100 years. And it's not within the last 50 years. So, that narrows it down at least a bit. But I really feel like I should be able to narrow it down even more. I'm just annoyed with myself that I can't. I mean, I've obviously heard of the Crimean War, I just never studied it or anything. Even if I had studied it, there's no guarantee I'd remember when it was. Oh, that's very frustrating. When do I think it was? Do I think it was in the Victorian era? 19th century? Is that plausible? I mean, if it's in the 18th century, then it's got to be quite late 18th century, because otherwise the United States wouldn't exist. So I feel like it's got to be 1800s or 1900s. I'm going to go 1868 is calling out to me for some reason. Let's just try it. Okay, within 40 years. Not a complete disaster, but really not as close as it should have been. Let's try jumping by 20 years, but which direction? We'll go a bit earlier. Okay, I have gone the right way, that's a relief. That means we can take smaller jumps, so we'll only jump by 5 years at a time. Is it closer to 43 or closer to 58? Let's go closer to 58, we'll try 56. It couldn't have been 58 because that would have been too close to my first guess. So, that's why I went for 56. I always go for even years rather than odd years if I can help it, except for multiples of 5. So we get there in 4, and I was only 12 years off on my first guess. I know that's not brilliant. 12 years on some of these puzzles is really good. 12 years on this one, probably not so good. I reckon a lot of people would have known exactly when the Crimean War ended. But by my standards, that's not too bad. Being within a decade and a half, it's not great, but it's kind of, it could have been a lot worse. I'm relieved it wasn't worse. So that is a moderately successful Yeardle puzzle. But let me know in the comments how you got on. Thank you for watching, and bye for now.